My name is Colum and I'm the International Student Advisor at UCD. UCD is home to over 8,000 international students, and I would work closely with students from, I suppose, all schools and departments across campus. A lot of my work would be in relation to immigration, and here at UCD we have more people with an immigration requirement than they do at Google, at Facebook or at Intel. And obviously that is probably the largest component of my work currently. I work with people in relation to immigration registration, getting their residence permit, with re-entry visa queries, I suppose moving on to the third level graduate scheme, which is a stay back option for students. So a huge amount of my work obviously revolves around that. It's an area I've worked in for more than 15 years now, and I spent some time working within the Department of Justice in the Immigration Office itself, which is about a decade ago, but it did give me insights into immigration on both sides of the divide. And having worked at Trinity College and at a private college in Dublin, I suppose I've been working in the higher ed sector for about 12 years now. I suppose in relation to my work with students, a lot of my work would be probably before students even arrive in Ireland. I would do a lot of the pre-arrival information. I'm very active on social media, so I host a lot of events and I post a lot of videos. So I do Facebook Live and for Q&As that students may have in relation to not just immigration, but I suppose life in Ireland and what it's going to be like when they move over here, what to expect. I would do a lot of interviews with current students who can maybe offer insights, because I think that student perspective and the student voice is so valuable and they need to hear from other students. I might be the expert, but other students have the lived experience, so I think that's really important that students hear from that. And when students arrive, I suppose I would speak to them at orientation, again around kind of immigration and integration. So if students have any sorts of queries or concerns in relation to life in general, finances, homesickness, issues like that, that's where I suppose I would see a lot of students would be in relation to those sorts of issues. One of the things that's most important to me is that students have a positive experience, and I think one of the ways in which to do that is to really get them to integrate into life here in Dublin and in Ireland. And I suppose I've tried to, in my year in UCD now, bring a couple of initiatives in. So one of the things I love to do at weekends is to get out and about for a ramble. I'm very fortunate that in Dublin you can be in a major city and then you've so many parks, or if you hop on public transport and you go 20 minutes out, you can be along the coast and you have cliffs, and it's really fantastic, and it's to take advantage of that. But it can be quite intimidating obviously when students move to a new country, possibly a new continent, maybe speaking a new language. So one of the things that my friends and I said, why not open it up to students, to have them come and join us on the walk so they could maybe get to know some Irish people, and it would look to empower them to get to know one another. And so that's what we've begun to do, and those walks have grown in popularity. As the weather improves, it'll be a lot easier to do, but there'll be a lot more walks throughout this semester and over the summer. One of the projects that I'm most happy about was the Dublin December project, which ran in December 2018, and that was an idea I had, and I managed to get Spark funding, and it brought together people from across campus. So other advisors, the chaplaincy, careers and alumni, and our global guides, who are all current students who work in UCD's Global Lounge. And we all worked together to put together a program of events for students who were going to be staying in Dublin over the Christmas period. We did a series of events in the lead up to Christmas Day to allow students to get to know one another, and I worked with the global guides to put together a Dublin December handbook that contained a host of information about what to expect and different events that were going on. And then on Christmas Day itself, we had a breakfast here on campus, and we thought we might get maybe 20, 25 students. In the end, we probably had 70 to 80 students. It was phenomenal. phenomenal. And it was so great to kind of work with students and staff from across the university on that project, and it shows that we didn't need massive resources, but it was in coming together and helping to support and empower the students that's what led to the success of that program, definitely.